Hey guys, my name's Steph, I'm Botanist Cool, and today we are painting some beer golems. Now, yeah, you guys probably noticed I am doing a lot more mini painting than I thought I would. This is coming out on a Thursday, which is not the Sunday I had intended it to come out because when I was on medical leave, I just painted a lot of minis, and I still am painting a lot of minis. In fact, I'm not even a week in, and I've already done 3 or 4 mini painting things over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Botanist Cool. So if you like mini painting, join me there. Anyways, we're doing some beer golems today, which are really cool. I love the fact that these like kegs are the golems that your adventurers can fight. It makes a great like starter boss. These guys have a lot of health, so a starter boss I think would be a great idea, and you could make it like vulnerable to fire and stuff, which I think would be really, really interesting. And if you guys, if you guys like me talking about this kind of beer golem and mini painting and D&D stuff, make sure to subscribe and like and all that cool stuff. And yeah, back on over to it. These beer golems were really cool. They are also fucking tiny. Once again, a lot of these models are like the size of my thumbnail. Like literally my like right or left thumbnail, and it is absolutely ridiculously tiny, just like the pugs from like the past Sunday were. And oh boy, oh boy, it was something. But I quite love them anyways, and it was actually a really big challenge because I didn't exactly know what color to give ale. So I tried with like a darker brown, and you'll see that later on, and then changing it to like an orangey, and then like a fizzy whitish orange for like the top. And I think it actually came out really good with my coloring on the ale rocket part on the bottom. They're really cool. But let's just talk about this beer golem real quick as it is in the stats. 9 strength, 13 dex, 14 con, 2 intelligence, 9 wisdom, and 9 charisma. So it doesn't have many positive things going for it. It does have the multi-attack, 1 slam and 1 poke. It has a beer bottle in its right hand. It has beer slick. The beer golem spews magical ale from propulsion eggs that covers the ground in a similar level like grease spell, covering about 10 feet square centered around the golem and turning into difficult terrain. That's really cool. Again, I think this would make it like a great boss because they also gave this fucker like 29 HP, like holy shit. And 13 natural armor, which is not too bad honestly, but like this would make a good boss for a level 1, level 2 campaign or mission where it's like, oh, adventurers, welcome. My tavern is being haunted by a ghost of some ancient deity or yada yada. They just find out it's a beer golem. Like that could be really fun, really cute. Beer golem cannot be done. Magical resistance has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. The golem's weapons are magical, which is absolute wild bullshit. Angry disposition. The beer golem is just enough sentience to be very angry. Beer golems often materialize within the stores and aging barrels of brewers. Arcane brew is usually made in batches, and therefore you usually get more than 1 or 2. But like, this is like conceptually, I think these are great for like beginning adventurers. But their stats, the CR is wild. This says it's supposed to be a CR 1/2. I don't believe it. This thing is probably, because like in my opinion, a fight should last 3 to 5 turns in D&D. Probably no more, no less, unless it's like a big boss battle and you are intending for it to last a very long time. So this CR of 1/2 is kind of crazy to me, especially with the 29 health. I would probably lower the health if I was a DM personally and make sure that it was more attainable to destroy in quicker succession. Probably 10 health if I had 3 or 4 of them at one time. 3 or 4 of them, especially because they have grease on there. And you can always do vulnerability to fire, but at the same time you might hurt your players doing that. There's a lot of back and forth of what you can and can't do with these guys and what you can and can't imagine with these guys. I mean, maybe your players could just drink them to oblivion. Just drink from the spout and be like, oh yes, I am a drinker. You have a dwarven like paladin who's just drinking from the spout of these guys, never endingly drinking. It's absolutely wild. I love it. This is such a great one. This is so cute. The red eyes were fun, and I gotta say, I got to learn a little bit more about the washes with this one. I tried using brown wash to start with one of them and it did not work, so I went back to shadow wash because it's already dark brown. So I went to the shadow wash and I really got those creases in there. I really got those like those wooden cracks and crevices in there really well. And I gotta say, it turned out fantastic for what I was expecting it to turn out. I thought it was gonna be a bit of a jumbled mess. I didn't think it was gonna turn out amazingly, but hey, I think I did pretty damn well, I'm not gonna lie. And you guys will see the whole, like, you know, show the camera, put it really close to the camera kind of bit in a little bit, but yeah, I'm really proud of these guys. They're fantastic little buggers, and I think they'd make great additions for like a level 1, 2, or 3 quest to clean out a tavern of quote-unquote ghost haunting the area, or perhaps an alchemist or an artificer got pissed off at a tavern keeper because they called the tab, and then out of nowhere they're like, all right, well, beer golem, baby, let's go. I don't know. I think they're great. I love them as a concept, and they were really fun to paint. One of them was actually broken. One of them had like the right arms actually broken. I think it's probably past at this point, but like one of them had the right arms broken, which was interesting because it was still glued. It just wasn't glued in the right area. Like the elbow was glued to the body instead of the shoulder being glued into the shoulder part. But what are you gonna do? I still have a few more of these guys to actually paint in the future. Anyways, I hope you all are enjoying it and are enjoying the video. You have probably about a minute, maybe a minute and a half left of the rest of the video, so enjoy that. If you're interested in watching the VOD, that will be up at noon, so make sure to stick around for that. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Hope you had a good one. Y'all stay safe and stay Botanist Cool. I'll see you for the next mini. Bye, everyone.